Hello, Phil Lindsay here with Peep Magazine, and we're here at Benwell, at Jobes Boxing Gym, and we've got Sam Wallace, who's been training ahead of his pro debut in a few weeks' time at the Hilton Hotel. Sam Wallace, welcome to the channel.
Nice to meet you.
So, this is your debut. Yeah. So, in terms of your pro boxing career, the story hasn't begun yet. The fans listening in, obviously your fans and the fans who you're going to be getting onto the roadshow, what's your story in terms of your boxing background?
Well, I started when I was 13 and I went down at the Granger Park. It was a simple story really. Go with your mates, you stay there, you get bitten by the bug, and that was it really. Once I was bitten, that was me non-stop after that really. So yeah.
So 13 years old, and how old are you now?
27 now.
27, so there's a bit happened in between there. In terms of your amateur career, so you started at Granger Park.
Started at the Granger, yeah.
What happened after that? Where did you go from there?
Well, I stayed at the Granger my whole amateur career. I had about 32 fights for them, won about half, but I was a little bit of a notorious slow starter, so
that's not going to help in the amateurs.
Well, it won't help in the amateurs, but hopefully it benefits us a little bit in the pros. Sometimes by the time I got warmed up, the fights were over. Yeah. But just by the by, really. You get your bad decisions, you get your good decisions in the amateurs, but
very political. I mean, I think there's a lot of the fans, certainly the armchair boxing fans, they see a lot more pro boxing on TV than what they'll see the amateur boxing.
It's a bit more of an attraction, professional than amateurs. I suppose you've got to be a real boxing fan to get on with the amateurs.
But in terms of the pro boxing, you see terrible decisions, you see home decisions, all these different things happening. But I think in the amateurs, it's a lot more political in terms of the home decisions of you boxing away from home, even boxing against certain clubs or certain boxers.
Like sometimes you need a knockout in the amateurs just to get a draw.
Yeah.
So I've been there myself.
So 27 now.
Yeah.
Why is now the right time for you to switch over to pro?
Well, I've seen a lot of kids over the years who I've trained with, boxed, seen at different clubs, and I've seen them go on and do well and stuff like that, and I just think, well, I'm 27, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do any sort of, I'm like a pilot light, I don't go out, so basically that's the way I think, why not now? It's prime time in my life.
Well, that's really the thing, you're coming at your physical peak now, and it's a matter of, obviously with the lockdown, there was no local shows happening over the last year and a half, 2 years anyway, but now it's starting again, we're getting the shows on, and obviously situation with Matt. Yeah. And it's not just yourself turning over, there's obviously a few of your colleagues turning over at the same time, so you're on that same sort of journey, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. I just think it's the right place to be, really. I feel like you get looked after, you know, they don't just ask you boxing questions, ask you like general questions. It's not just a boxing gym really. You come and have a conversation about anything.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's the way it should be. So it's approachable. People are approachable, you know. I know it's an individual sport, but you're still a team at the end of the day.
Yeah, and you learn off each other as well. That's the different thing.
You spot each other, you know. You can try things out. So, you know, I think it's the right place to be. I feel like it's the right place for us to turn pro.
At the right time.
Yeah, 100%.
So do you know who you're fighting yet, or do you know?
No, I don't know, but I just know obviously I'm boxing, but I'll take that when it happens, you know.
And it's going to be at the Hilton Hotel.
Yeah.
It'll be a white collar show, so it's going to be a.
Yeah, it'll be hopefully nice. It'll be a nice venue, you know, boxing. It's like a dinner show, so it'll be nice. People will hopefully they won't have too many by the time.
Oh well, there'll be a balance in that, I suppose. But I went to a MTK white collar show there about 3 years ago. Yeah. And really nice venue. It's probably, you know, obviously some of the venues where some of the local fights are happening. Yeah. I mean, I always like the Stadium of Light. The Summer was always good.
I'm more St James's Park, but that would be good, but.
Well, that would
be the dream. That's
you never do know. We don't know what's going to happen with it. We've got a few guys turning over. We've still got some good guys. But Tommy Ward's still there, heading towards the world title. Lewis is still going to be fighting on. Yeah. Joe Laws is coming through. But like I say, I've got a few more guys coming through, including yourself. Yeah. But in terms of the fans who haven't seen you, how would you describe your boxing style? If they're going to, what can they expect when they come to see you?
I've got a style I think that could put bums on seats basically. Like once I'm warmed up, I think I'm entertaining to watch. My favourite fighters are the ones who are in your face, So the Julio Cesar Chavez's, the Ricky Hattons, them sort of fighters, I mean, they're the sort of ones that I watch. They're the ones I like. So, I mean, I like all styles in boxing, but they're the ones I'm drawn to more.
Well, that's the thing. I think when you perfect example would be when you've got the Pacquiao v Mayweather. You've got different fans who prefer different ones, and you can't help but appreciate them both. No, but one of them will excite you more than the other one.
They're both class in their own ways. I think you've got to be a pure boxing fan to enjoy Mayweather. You've got to look at him and you see him do a move and you think, oh, that's a good move. But if you're just an armchair fan, you're going to think, well, it's shit. It's
you
not
may
very
not
good.
Appreciate the finer details. But
everyone should appreciate someone like him, because you don't get to that record being shit. Basically.
No. And the level of boxers that he beaten. But he had to start at his first pro fight. This is where you are now, but don't know where it's going to go.
No, exactly.
Short-term ambitions, what you're looking at?
I just want to get it going, really. I just want to get on the road, get things going. You know, I feel like it's been a long time coming. I've always wanted to turn pro. I've always told people that I see me future being more as a pro than an amateur. I've always thought that. So I just want to get it going, really. Take each fight as it comes.
And I think with the amateurs as well, obviously, you still obviously take every fight serious, but if you're planning on turning over, if it's a win, some, lose, you're gaining that experience. You've served your apprenticeship, and it's a matter of obviously being ready for it now in terms of now the test comes.
I've had, like I say, I had 32 fights. I mean, I know a lot of people out there's had more than that, but I think that's still a good amount of amateur bouts to get. And I had a couple of seniors in there as well, so I've experienced it. So I've experienced the junior and the senior side of it. I know some people turn pro after just their juniors, and then really it's a bit of a shock to them when they get there. You know,
Tommy Ward did that. He won obviously the European juniors and turned over at 18, I think he was.
Yeah.
So it's a big step up, you know what I mean? So
it's like the man strength and stuff like that. A lot of people at 18. I mean, some people are lucky at 15 they've got that man strength by the look of some of them, but I wasn't that lucky.
I got the rule by 23 though.
So. I either look 40 when they're 20.
The dogging, Sam.
So what about the dogging?
Turn the camera.
So, turning pro, what weight are you expecting to be fighting at?
Well, I'll start this one at the Hilton at lightweight, and then I want to get to super featherweight. That's where I see my future, super feather.
So come forward, exciting.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Speedy punches, action.
Yeah, action. Aye. That's what I expect. Action.
Well, Sam, I look forward to the debut.
Yeah.
I'll see you at the press conference before there, but in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, Sam Wallace.
Thank you. Cheers.
Yes! We got it. It's one of them in ages.
Well done, mate.